Ian is a Weirdo, our very first tea party, very special guest with me, Lori.
Hi. I
So,
know I didn't mention that.
so this might be a surprise to you all that Lori's here, but it's the best kind of surprise because Lori's here. Lori surprise. So, thank you all for joining us today. We're having our first tea party. So Lori and I have our
Oh,
tea ready.
sorry. I had to mute my phone. Oh, my cats are being
I was like,
pets.
something
Sorry.
sounds familiar. I just thought my brain was broken or something. Um, so I am having, look at it for me. Oh, it's right there. I'm having Enchanting Purple from Leafberry Tea.
Yum.
And it's actually a type of purple tea is like a whole classification of tea by itself, like green tea and white tea. And it grows specifically in Kenya. And it's very delicious. What about you? What are you
I
having
have
today,
never heard
Lori?
of purple tea, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have in my giant mug, because this is how I drink tea, my Yorkshire Tea's cherry Bakewell biscuit brew. So it has this hint of cherry flavor and kind of tastes like it's a black tea, kind of tastes like I don't know, it almost tastes like a dessert. And I didn't have any fascinators, so I, I'm underdressed. So I wore my British, my Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's what I did.
it's bigger on the inside.
That's right.
Yeah, I do
This
have a little
better
bit of
not
an
be
echo
bigger
on
on
my
the
side.
inside because that's too much fluid.
Yeah, and let me say hi to everyone.
Yes.
So let's see. So we have Mama Knows Best, aka Gwen. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. D Yummy Elmo. Welcome in. Thank you everyone for the raid. Thank you Mama G and Rusty for the raid. Really appreciate that. Very, very sweet. Thank you so much. Don't know what I did to deserve this. Um, Thank you, Lori, for telling everyone about our tea party. Beth, welcome in. Mama Wench, welcome in. Helix, welcome in. Lexi, you're always welcome here. Always good to see you. No one's crashing the party if the invite is for everybody. But if it feels more fun to crash it, then go for it. Racine, welcome in. Lacey Lavender, welcome in. Kim G. Um, Freya, welcome in. Diane, also, if I say your name wrong, I apologize. I am barely literate. Um, uh, see, Vicky, always welcome in. Sandy Dandy, that's fun. That's Sandy Dandy Adams. That's fun to say. Welcome in. Let's see. I don't want to miss anyone, but I will likely miss
I don't know where you're
people.
at. Are you at
I went
Marie,
all the way back
Beth?
to before
Yeah.
um, the thing started. Chris Kaleidoscope, welcome in. Don, welcome in. Desi, welcome in. Thank you all for subbing. If you're new here, I appreciate it. Um, I do all kinds of stuff here. This is the first tea party, but we watch a lot of hockey, we watch movies, all kinds of stuff. Crochet. Diane, welcome in. Jarivo, welcome in. Dawn, if I didn't say welcome in, welcome in. Mama G, welcome in, and thank you so much for the raid. Lori is here, but welcome in.
Right. That's great.
Let's see.
Just when you get there.
Zach, welcome in. Daniel, welcome in. I hope you're feeling okay, and I hope everything. I hope your quarantine is short and you don't have anything going on. I saw your post on Facebook right before this, and I was like, oh no. Let's see. Marie, welcome in. Are we still having the echo? Did that get better? Jennifer, welcome in. Boop, boop, boop. Pinkies up, definitely. Lexi said pinkies up, pinkies up.
Can I even do that with this?
Yeah, I was like,
Me.
I think I might just drop this whole thing on myself. Chris, welcome in. Boo, boo, boo. Is anyone else drinking anything fun today? Let's see. I think I got people.
Oh,
I
Daniel's
made,
here. Daniel's here.
yeah,
He comes to your channel periodically. I don't know how far you are. Sorry.
yeah. I think, okay, if I missed you, I'm very, very sorry.
Heidi.
That I don't drink tea, but I'm drinking mushroom coffee. Oh, very cool. I've heard about that. I also really hate mushrooms, so I'm always like, but I think it's because the texture rather than anything else about the mushrooms. So I've always wondered if I would like that. Do you like it?
Yes. Yes. Drink whatever you're drinking. This tea
Yeah,
party is all
yeah.
inclusive.
Get hydrated, y'all. Wegmans seltzers, not so fun of a drink. At least you're
I'm
getting
going to
hydrated.
go off camera for a minute. I'm going to go grab some things. Because I was going to, which is funny, I was going to do this tea,
Ooh, I love
Christmas tea.
cinnamon in anything. Yeah,
You said, is it you that really likes the cinnamon?
I love cinnamon.
Yeah,
I'm a cinnamon
that's the
fiend.
lead ingredient there, the cinnamon and the cloves. But I meant to bring up some of the things I use to make my tea because I
Ooh,
have all kinds of
yes.
fancy tea gadgets.
Please do. Yeah.
I thought that would be
Emily,
fun.
welcome in.
So I will be back, hopefully. Yes, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper
Mhm.
tea, pretty much the same thing,
Yeah,
right?
Dr. Pepper.
And
Yeah,
coffee. Coffee, yes.
yeah.
Coffee. I
It's just
can't
like
even do that
coffee. Oh,
accent.
nice. Coffee.
But
Um,
I
yeah.
know you're having another guest join at some point, and I will be back shortly. I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Cool.
I don't know if you take me off, or maybe I just do this.
I can I can do this. Okay. Thank you everyone for complimenting my little headpiece. I made this uh, during last Halloween for the crochet along and just everything that we were doing for Halloween. I made this. It's all stuff from Dollar Tree, so they're just like clip-in, like glittery roses and fabric flowers and stuff like that. And I know that Amy of Mombi, Amy is going to hopefully be joining us later, and she wanted to kind of like dress up and do some like fun, kind of like zany stuff. I know, me too, Lexi. It's gonna be so fun, especially like when you were talking and you were like talking about which months were taken up and which months were free. I was like, please let September and October be free. Please let September and October be free. Those are my favorite months, and like those are like the months that I literally like my whole year is just like um my house is Halloween decor too. Nice. I love that. I even turned on my bat lights for you. So that's how you know that you all mean so much to me is that I turned on my bat lights. Actually, really, I just remembered because I often don't remember. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. Hello, Rusty. Welcome in. Thank you so much. I'm excited for you to be here. This is the first tea party that we're doing. I was thinking we could try to do it weekly or monthly. We'll see. I watch a lot of hockey on this channel, and Stanley Cup playoffs are going on right now, so it's kind of hard to schedule things. So, hopefully we can have some kind of regular schedule for things. Oh, that's so great, Lexi. I'm so glad. Uh, Yes, I actually just got on Annie, so perfect timing. Welcome in. I love that your house is Halloween decor, Mama G, because I also this is my year round decor pretty much. Nightbot just dropped a my weekly giveaway. So this month is Mental Health Awareness Month. I like to talk a lot about mental health awareness. I think it's something um, that just doesn't get enough shine during the year, and no matter if you're diagnosed with something or just going through a hard time or anything like that, I think it's important to talk about. So the giveaway, anyone can enter it. I'm doing one a week in the month of May. You can win up to all 4 weeks in May. And if you're in the US, you are eligible to win a bunch of like fidget toys and stress toys and a $20 gift card. I was going to do it to Hirschner's, but if you want to do it to somewhere else, another yarn store or like a grocery store or something like that, we could totally do that. And if you're outside of the U.S., I am just doing the gift card for $20. So if you want to enter that, that link is somewhere from Nightbot. My favorite team, so I'm a Hurricanes fan. I am from North Carolina, have grown up with the Hurricanes being my team. And even though I'm in LA now, I still root for the Canes. And they're doing really well this year, so it's been fun to watch. Although my anxiety is like through the roof. Anxiety is a mental illness, absolutely. Yes, Annie. And it can be so debilitating for people. I definitely, if I didn't have, for me, medication is a huge part of treating my anxiety as well as talk therapy and stuff like that. If I didn't have those tools, I would not be able to function. Anxiety is definitely something that a lot of people struggle with. Can always eat groceries. Exactly. I was like, why would I limit it to just yarn if like you need essentials? So I just wanted it to be open as long as there's not like a big fee attached with getting the gift card. I want it to be open. They used to be the Whalers. Yes, absolutely. You did not do terrible at your interview, Zach. You were great. You did a great job, and I'm so thankful that you sat with me and talked with me. And I know it can be just a nerve-wracking thing, and so I'm really thankful for you to do that with me. I also interviewed Froggy One and Knitting. We talked about a couple different topics, but I understand that there's some pretty sensitive topics in there as well. So if you wanted to watch that, that's up there. If you like hockey, what's your team? Who are you rooting for right now in the Stanley Cup playoffs? But we also watch like movies here. We are doing some movies for mental health awareness this month. We saw them play against the Rangers. Oh, that's cool. Worst being caregiver for my yes, because not only do you have anxiety over what's going to happen to you, but you have anxiety over what's going to happen to your mom, and it is a lot of pressure that's on caregivers. And I know you're an amazing caregiver. I've heard nothing but good things and stories about you from Zach, and so I know that being so involved and taking care of someone, it does run your anxiety up through the roof, right? And I tried to post like more frequently with resources for people, because I think that no matter what your like socioeconomic like position is, like having resources and knowing where to find them, I think is really important. And I want to make sure that everyone feels supported. Anxiety can be debilitating, absolutely, absolutely, and I don't wish that on anyone, but I have like a couple anxiety disorders, and I know that it can be pretty brutal. Um, so so I'm sorry that you do have that, and I hope you have resources, and I hope you feel supported. In fact, all of the interviews I plan on doing, the kind of final question is like, how do you feel supported? Where do you get your support system? Because I think that's the commonality with no matter what goes on in your mental health. Um, what goes on in your mental health, finding a support system is essential for every single person. And that's why, hi Rudy, welcome in. That's why I want to talk about it so much. Thanks, Lexi. For me, like, I mean, when I became disabled because of my mental health, I had to put eye drops in. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Um, I I became disabled because of my mental health, and now because I can do so little, the one thing I do feel like I can do with my time is give back to my community and talk about things that I found in my journey that have helped me in the hopes that it can um, help other people. Marie said, yes, I saw Froggy's interview also, and your story as well. We talked about losing a daughter the month before. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think it's awesome that you're doing these. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You know, I feel so honored when people willingly share their story with me, um, and um, it's it's hard to break through those places and be open with that. Some people are more used to talking about things than other people, and I think that it's uh, I don't even know. My brain got a little scrambled there, but um, I don't know. I just like uh, also I think part of my mental illness is that I have to kind of blurt out how I feel. Otherwise, my brain just kind of gets clogged up, and I don't do well with holding things in. So um, here it says, I'm a mental health nurse slash professor. It is so encouraging to have someone be so honest about their own struggles. Oh, well, welcome. I think you'll fit right in here. You know, I like to say that I am diagnosed with like half the DSM. and, but I talk about my mental health year round. I try to be very transparent about my own mental health struggles because, um, you know, I became disabled and was in and out of treatment and hospitals and stuff like that. And while I could just disappear for months at a time and come back and act like nothing was wrong, for me, it felt more important to talk about it with people. Um, Lori, are you ready to come back up? Give me a thumbs up if you're. I see you behind the.
I don't want to interrupt what you were talking about because that was important. So.
I was just going. Diagnosed with
Missy
panic
has
disorder.
come. She thinks, this is
Oh,
my
hey,
cat,
Vicky.
Missy. She thinks there's food involved here.
Oh, Vicky,
But
thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
I brought a whole, oh, so sweet, Vicky.
Whoa.
I brought a whole box of stuff. It is not a child's bike that's in here. Let's
Damn it.
start. I turned my volume way down. I didn't know if that's what was causing the echo that Zach was talking about, so I need to turn you up a little because I can't quite hear.
Hey, Robin, welcome in.
This is one of my
Ooh.
favorites.
Ooh, I love that.
So this comes out, and you can put your loose leaf tea in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's much easier to clean. You can actually like get it really clean. You can get this metal piece comes out and can
Meow
get
Missy
clean.
from Gus, says Mama G.
Yeah, I like that because loose leaf it does taste the best no matter what. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that, you know, with most bag teas, it's like you could get a lot of like literally like sweepings from the ground. So you're not always getting the same.
Right.
Oh my gosh, what a baby.
I
Oh,
know.
so cute.
She's so cute.
I love her face.
I know. It's like I do say that she looks like Catwoman wearing her mask and it got ripped in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's always up in my business. If she thinks she might get food, let's see. Get more gadgets. Hold on. This one is Tivana, like Tivana.
Yeah,
What
see,
you do
mine's similar to that.
is you put your tea leaves in there, and then your hot water and steep it. And then when you put this on the mug, it just drains right into the mug.
That's awesome.
So this one's good. So Tivana is good. Yeah, she's a precious little pumpkin. She's also kind of naughty and tries to steal stuff from me too. um, and then this one, it's interesting. Some teas really, if you can go with all glass, it's better. So that's that same thing where the piece comes out. Now, I, being who I am, managed to break the lid, so I just use a metal lid, to cover. Because you
Yeah.
definitely want, with loose leaf, you want the lid. You want to keep that steaming in there. You don't want it just like going out. So
Yeah, it'll cool down too fast.
anyway,
Won't get enough steep
that's
time.
probably my favorite one. It's fascinating how it tastes different when it's in all glass versus metal.
Interesting.
I don't know if you're picking up. I like tea.
Well, we've got a party just for you. Gotta lock up the chickens.
And this it's very tea stained, but this is for squeezing your tea bag. Love this.
Oh,
You
interesting.
can just reach in, grab it. You can like squeeze it. It's fabulous. You can get these all over the place. This one came from Celestial Seasonings here in Boulder, Colorado. I don't live in Boulder, but you can go do a tour and learn how they make the tea, where they source the tea, all this stuff.
That's cool. I was always
And then-
told not to squeeze my tea bags, which I feel like is like a big sexual innuendo. Um, but I've heard it can make your tea bitter. Do you experience that, or you like the strength of the squeezed bags?
You've been told not to squeeze the bag.
Yeah, I've heard it can like
You
make
know,
it bitter.
I would say with green teas, that's probably true. Black teas, I don't seem to have that problem. And you also just pay attention to how long you steep your teas.
Yeah,
This one's fun too. So you
Ooh.
put your tea leaves
it's like
in,
a French press.
and then it's basically a French press. And then you just like let it sit there above the tea, let it steep, and then you push it down, and then you can drink straight out of this. And not.
Y'all didn't know
all-
that Lori was a tea expert, did you? A tea sommelier.
I'm slightly obsessed with tea. This is the reality of what's going on here. And now,
Yeah.
when I was moving into this house, my aunt was helping me like unpack boxes. I literally have two cabinets that are, very tall cabinets that are just full of tea and tea stuff. So yeah, I like tea. She told me I wasn't allowed to buy anymore. Well, I did. I bought more. No burning fingers, exactly, Sandy
Yes,
Dandy.
no
That's
burning
exactly
fingers.
why. I like
When
the
I
squeezing.
when I was working my corporate job and I was going through tea just like a maniac, like because I was drinking like 3 or 4 cups of tea every day. Um, I just like I had it literally just one big office drawer. No, wait, no, it was a cabinet, and it was just like full of tea. It was just like full of tea, and it's just like, oh, when you, especially once you make the switch to, for me, it was a switch to like doing loose leaf all the time. I couldn't go back, and I definitely stopped drinking as much coffee because it's like, okay, well, I could get caffeine from like a black tea, and it's like a little bit
Right.
of a smoother experience.
Right. This is the one I'm drinking. The Yorkshire Tea
Oh.
Cherry Bakewell Brew. Sorry, it's not Biscuit Brew.
That's so cool.
And you can get these here in the U.S. This came from the U.K. from Ladybird Loves. She sent this to me. And I love it. But you can get it here. Yeah, this one's cool. This one's probably one of my favorites. You definitely want kind of bigger particles. Let me show you two. I just grabbed two loose leaves. This was a gift to
She's
me.
just like, let me just grab them all from. I love this. I
This
love
is
it.
a
Great.
lavender lemon, and you can see how it's more like, it almost looks like somebody went into their backyard and just took clippings or whatever. Whereas this one, this is Zen's Tea House. This is in California somewhere. This is Hawaiian fruit, and so this has hibiscus and pineapple and all of that kind of stuff. And so, like
This is
this one,
the
I
purple
probably
tea.
wouldn't do in the cup. Yeah, it's almost identical to that.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got like the what looks like kind of like a lemongrass type of thing, and then it's got
Yeah.
these flowers. So it does look like.
Yeah. So the only problem with using this in this cup is that pieces like could come through the little holes. Whereas when you have like fruity bits, they stay at the bottom and you don't end up getting any leaves. Yeah, of course.
That was my nickname in
Yeah.
high school. Fruity Bits.
Yes. Yeah. So, but yeah, that one's in California. This was sent to me by my stepdaughter that lives there. So, and the lavender tea was a gift from Muse Brews. This was from Dead Morgana in Arizona.
Very
So
cool.
that's, and then this is my tea that is only, you used to only be able to get it in Northern Ireland, not even the whole UK, just Northern Ireland.
I've heard the like Irish tea is like so like unique and special and like
I love
I
this
don't know
tea.
how to describe it, but yeah,
I
I've heard
love
it's
this
so
tea.
special.
Yeah, I can't describe how it tastes different. It just tastes different.
Lexi's gonna call me FB for Fruity Bits. No?
I love that. Fruity bits. Yay, Rusty's here too. Yes, so yeah, but this one you can get, there's a place called teadog.com that you can get that tea at. Sometimes I can get it at Amazon for a reasonable price. Initially, when I loved it in 2016, I couldn't get it anywhere here. So when I traveled there, or my husband would travel there, he would buy the box that was 400 bags. So, you know,
Nice.
that's, but yeah, I'm mildly tea obsessed. It's fine. It's
love
fine.
it.
Everything's fine.
I love it. So what are your favorite kinds of tea, and what kinds do you kind of not usually try as much? And this question extends to everyone in the chat.
Yeah,
What
I
kind of
would
tea
love
and
to
drinks
see
do you
what
guys like?
people like. I You have to be so careful with green tea and steeping, and I'm not attentive enough, so it ends up bitter. So I tend to be very cautious, even though green teas have the antioxidants. For me, I have to be careful. White teas, you don't have to be as careful, and fruit tea, you can the longer you brew it, the better.
Yeah.
So I would say in general, like, even though most of some of what I've shown is black teas. I can only have one black tea a day. That's also why, it's only one bag that I put in here for this
It's
whole
only
thing.
one.
It's only one. Only
Yeah.
one tea.
That's when
This
like
is
it's like your doctor's like you can only have one cup of coffee a day, and you're like okay, and you bring like a gallon jug. You're like
right.
okay, yeah, one.
Right. But it is only one tea bag, so I think it kind of
Yeah,
qualifies.
yeah.
But yeah. Oh, iced tea. Yeah. So I would say
Interesting.
I didn't
I didn't know that,
show
Annie.
any teas that I would necessarily use as iced tea, but one tea I love, Celestial Seasonings has a line of cold brew. You just throw it in your cold water, and the blueberry is really nice, and the raspberry is really nice, but they are black teas.
Lexi loves white tea. Annie says you can't drink green tea if you have thyroid issues. I will have to check that out. I did not know that because I think
Oh,
I, so
important
I do
information.
have the thyroid issues, big time. And there's a lot
That's
of things that, especially with if you're on thyroid medication, that you can't have. But I did not know green tea was in that list. There's always something new in that list. Honestly.
yeah, the
Emily
thyroid.
likes iced tea.
And Lexi likes the white tea. White tea is really good.
Vic-
Oh,
Vicky
pomegranate
likes
tea.
pomegranate.
I'm with you there. But Vicky, pomegranate tea is wonderful.
hibiscus tea.
Hibiscus is really nice. Yeah.
Green interacts negatively with your bipolar meds. I'm on bipolar meds too. Okay,
Oh,
so I
so green
really
tea
should
is
not be on
just
green.
needs to be off your list.
Just like just do not have green tea.
Gone.
Yeah. I
What are
did
you giving away? I'm giving away all my green teas.
yeah. I don't really
Oh, just
I don't
teasing.
really like green tea that
Yeah.
much anyways
Yeah.
because of the same reason. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to how long I'm steeping it. Um but it's just kind of like, I like really strong teas. I like really powerful teas, and you can't get green there without going bitter. So I just don't
Right.
really like it that much anyways. But apparently I shouldn't be having it because every single one
Turns
of my
out
medications.
it's really good that you weren't having the green tea.
Yeah. Now, isn't white tea a form of green tea, or am I mistaken?
No, like white tea, it's they harvest it before it goes to green, or see, I was on that tour at Celestial Seasonings way too long ago. It might be the flower. I can't
Okay.
remember.
Okay. I'll have to look it up. Thank you all for
But
letting me know about these
yes,
medication interactions because there's a lot.
yes, yes.
Beth likes lemon ginger. Mama G also did not know about the med interactions, so again, glad I'm not the
Yeah,
only
so it's
one.
green tea
Hibiscus.
specifically, not black tea.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, green tea has a lot of stuff going on in it, so I guess that makes sense. But
Right.
not supposed to drink green tea due to kidney issues. Okay, like literally. Yeah, I
Just
have Hashimoto's too.
it,
Oh my gosh, we're
so
all
give
fucked.
it all the X's. Ian's never having green tea ever
I can't
again.
even look at green tea anymore.
Don't smell it. Don't look at it. I
White
don't
tea is
see
like
it.
white chocolate. There's no such thing. And you're blowing my mind right now.
There's no such thing. Well, right. I think it's the flowers, Annie, but I could be wrong. I
Yeah.
don't think it's actually the tea leaf, which is why fruit teas are not really teas either, right? They're what are they what did they try to make them call it originally at Celestial Seasoning? Something like
Just
right,
flavored
right,
drink.
Mama G. Who would have thought?
Tea is such an issue. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be relaxing. I am not relaxed right now. I'm actually pretty relaxed, but it is annoying.
But knowledge is power, right? You're a little more powerful than you were before because you've got
Yeah,
more
it's like it's
knowledge.
not like my thyroid can get any worse, anyways, right?
I,
Yes, it
unfortunately,
can.
that's
That's
kind of
totally can.
true.
It totally can. Me, as I'm getting an ultrasound on my thyroid, like literally in 5 days, can't get any
Yes.
worse, right? I need to
Well, at
knock
least
on
you
wood.
don't like it, so it's easy to just walk away and not ever have it again.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just one more thing to add to the list. There's so much in there. Can't do sweetener that's used or you get
Yeah, you gotta
headaches.
be careful with the sweeteners. I do
Mm-hmm.
stevia, which is a natural product, but the processing I think is why some people don't like stevia. If you actually take a stevia leaf and put it in, you might not dislike stevia, but it's very sweet,
Mm-hmm.
very sweet.
Yeah. I I'm I was raised on aspartame, and I know aspartame has its own place and issues and
Yep.
theory, all that stuff. But like, honestly, like I do like I rarely sweeten my teas anyways, unless I'm doing like real sweet tea from like the south, which is like equal parts sugar and water. Um, and but I'll do like half a bag of aspartame sweetener, and I'm like that's sweet enough for me. And I don't
Yeah.
if I'm gonna sweeten my teas, which I don't do often.
Yeah.
And
I
like if the tea's not good enough by itself, like if I have to do a lot to it, rude. Okay, let's see. Your oldest love, oldest. Oh my gosh,
Splenda, yeah.
so busy and so popular today. Okay, I like hot and iced tea. Says Dawn. Uh, my oldest son loves hot green tea with local honey in it. Ooh, sounds delightful. he can drink my share of green tea.
Yes,
Red
there you go.
licorice is not licorice; it's confectionery.
Valid,
Interesting. Yeah.
because it doesn't
It
contain
also
the
tastes
ingredient.
good and not like licorice, in my opinion. But hey, if you're a licorice is one of those very divisive things where it's like you
Yeah.
love it or it's the absolute worst thing.
Me and Mama G both like the black jelly beans, but most people, I can buy black jelly beans and leave them anywhere. Nobody in this household is gonna touch them
Yeah,
except for me. So,
yeah, and they'll survive the apocalypse. So
oh,
they
the raw
stay.
sugar, yeah, they probably will. Raw sugar
Uh,
is the better one.
Green tea to have antioxidant properties. Many of us need those oxidants. Yeah, well, apparently it interacts with a lot of meds. So if you are on some meds, make sure you talk to, in my experience, talking to a pharmacist is the best person to talk to about medication interactions because they really, really know what you can do with certain medications, especially psychoactive medications, like anything you're taking for your mental health or thyroid meds. Those things are very, Synthroid is super sensitive. Your late diabetic dad always used Splenda.
Yeah. Splenda's better than aspartame in terms of ill effects on your brain, but you know, artificial is artificial,
Well, isn't
but not in
Splenda just a
excessive
different?
amounts.
It's a different plant, right? I don't know. I can't keep track. There's too many sweeteners.
I thought it was
Lemon ginger tea is
extracted
universal.
from something. So, yes, probably, but I know
Maybe I'm
it's
thinking
not
of
as.
stevia. Oh,
Stevia
Scotty
is a
sense.
plant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I tried to grow it last year. I think my husband plucked it too soon, so it wasn't very sweet.
If you want to drop your channel, just type "drop it like it's hot," and your channel will be dropped. Local honey, if I use sugar in it, oh, it's raw.
Green tea with ginseng in the bottles.
Oh, I
Don
love
F.
Arizona tea. Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
I that is the one green tea I really like. That's the one.
yeah, same. It's so good. And I love that Arizona has made such a point of sticking with the price, not increasing their
Yeah,
price for years and years and years and years, making it affordable.
right.
They're
You
awesome.
can you
Don't
can get
taint the tea. And don't
yes.
tea your taint. Also, if you're new here, sorry, I'm an idiot. And I like dirty jokes.
Yes. Well, yeah.
We
Thankfully
got some
it's
black jelly bean fans up in here.
yeah.
My dad loves black licorice, and it's like it's great because it's a really easy gift for me to give him because it's like no one else likes it, and no one's gonna
Right.
take it. Um, okay,
Sucralose,
so
that's
Marie
right.
said went to the Mayo Clinic site, and it says green tea is okay to drink with thyroid issues, but not in excessive amounts. 1 to 2 cups daily, 30 to 60 minutes from taking meds. Yeah, that whole window around taking meds and being able to eat and drink and stuff is annoying. It gets me
See,
every single morning. I'm like, I hate taking this medication because I want to eat right now.
and I'm sure Marie's gross is to the black jelly beans because see that you either like them or you hate them. There's no
Yeah.
in between.
Hmm. Yeah. You're not like, it's okay.
Oh,
Lack
grapefruit is a
luxury.
no-no. That's right.
Grapefruit. Yeah. Grapefruit is a no in pretty much
For a
all
lot of
meds.
meds. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Annie said, I have thyroid cancer amongst other things, all listed on my channel description.
Sad day for Mama G.
I hope I will not be joining you in that club, but at least I'll know you're there if I do join you.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Got a couple days. Lacey, if you want to retype what you just typed with no spaces, like it shows on the screen.
Right. So that's where I'll teach you how to do an alias if you want on the Nightbot later.
Oh, okay. Okay. There. Okay. Lacey went and did it. Okay. Yep. See Lacey's link just dropped. Okay. I'm glad it worked. I wasn't clear when I said
Oh
it.
yeah, and I haven't watched. This is. Have you dropped a second week giveaway video? Because I don't think I've seen that.
Not yet.
Okay, we're still on week 1. Okay, everybody go click watch that video. Um, it's it's short. It's fun, and you get to see a bunch of fidgets.
And I can actually show them again,
Yeah,
but
show the
watch the
fidgets.
video so that you can enter the giveaway. Giveaway is free to enter. You're eligible to win whether you're in the US or not. No matter where you are, you can win a $20 US gift card. And if you're in the US, you can win fidgets as well, which I like fidgets. I wanted to do something that was kind of pro mental health.
Trying to find
And
the
so this one, Chris said, talking to pharmacists was how I found out about green tea and grapefruit being a no-no for cyclones. Yes, yeah, it's like, yeah, I saw this one thing. I forgot what it said, but it was basically like it was like a shirt that said something about not being able to eat grapefruit and how that was a sign of your mental health. And I was like, I feel that. But I never, yeah.
That's wow.
Let's see. MAO inhibitors have a lot of food restrictions. What's an MAO inhibitor? I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. Okay, Nightbot just dropped the link for the giveaway again. I'm so far behind. I apologize, you all. A Kit Kat for breakfast. That's awesome.
Right, this is like a ton of chat is not the.
You can tell I'm used to having two
practice.
People in the room at one time.
2 or 4.
Yeah. Down almost 50 pounds. So I'm so proud of you, Zach.
Supporting Ian.
Okay,
and
so
again,
these are...
yeah. I was just going to shout you out. Like, did just get to where he can have the super chats and super stickers. So,
yes, I did.
If you're so inclined. I know somebody already did. Vicky already did, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and thank you very much, Vicky. So, if you win a week 1 giveaway, each week we'll have one of these spiky kind of rollers. You can use it in your hand like this to squeeze. It gives a little bit of a slight like pinching sensation, but it doesn't cause any harm, no permanent marks. You can roll it in your hands like this. I have one. I love it. I don't know why. I love being stabbed so much. It's a personality flaw. But so some people will really like a fidget like this. Some people might not be their thing. But I tried to do a couple different things so that you could have something that makes you happy. This is called a tangle. You can just like move it around like this and twirl it up. Great for keeping your hands busy. I have ADHD, and so my hands are like, I feel like I constantly need to be doing something like this, and I feel like these really help. These are 3 different sizes and textures of like silicone stones. They might look like they're not your thing, but if you are a fidgeter, I promise you will like these. I found these when I was in treatment here in California, and I just spent the whole time, like, from the moment I touched them, like it was like in a therapy session. That was just like, they're like, okay, you need to chill out. So they have different textures. They're silicone, so if you're one of those like people who like to bite things, like you'll like these, and won't break off in your teeth or whatever. They might be toys for babies, honestly. Who knows? So all different textures, sizes. These are textured stickers. They look sparkly, but that sparkle is actually kind of like if you've seen those glass beads that don't have any holes in them, and they're just kind of like rough, maybe like a sandpapery texture. You can put these on your computer, on your water bottles, whatever, and they're good for tracing and grounding yourself, breathing exercises, stuff like that. So 5 stickers, different types. And then I got 2 of these little pocket hugs. I think these are so cute.
Yes, pocket hugs are nice.
And the card that comes with them, this is what really sold me. So it says, "Life is tough, but so are you. Here's a little pocket hug just to remind you that you are tough and strong. So keep it in your pocket. Remember, you got this."
I love it.
And he said, "Used to do that in church." Oops, you didn't read that. Zach says, "I don't go to therapy."
Oh,
Well, there's no time like the present to start. If you want to go to therapy, I think that honestly, I don't know anyone. I mean, I think everyone could benefit from therapy. It might not be something that you need to do your whole life, once a week, stuff like that. But I think it can be so helpful for someone to get someone else's opinion on what you're going through, to talk things out, learn new strategies for coping, all of that.
okay. Okay. Now I think I have them all silenced. Sorry. It was,
What happened?
I had one of your playlists running, and I thought I'd paused it, but I didn't.
I'm everywhere. I'm trying to take down that comment that I pinned, but now I don't. Like, where is it?
Talking just to a stranger that's, I don't know. For me, it's like it's kind of nice to talk to somebody that's completely outside of my life and my world, that I can just, I don't feel like I have to filter anything or think about any of that. Yeah, definitely take care of your chickens.
Yes. Take care of the
Mama G will
chickies.
kiss those for you. Anyway, that's it. But it's, well, that's valid, Marie. Technically, we
Yeah.
are all strangers, right? Yep.
Yeah.
But I like it because now I had to find the right fit. It's not to say that the first one you would talk to would be the right fit, because my previous one was great for what I needed that therapist for at that time, but I have different needs now, specific needs. So, yeah, I bet Marie's laughing at my chicken kissing comment. I'm guessing.
I think also, um, there's something about talking to people and getting their opinions, but with therapists, they're trained.
Right.
You are very often going into a non-judgment zone.
Yes.
Only those few that are kind of not great. you know, you,
Right. It
you're
happens
you're
once in
kind
a
of
while,
like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, but going to a place where people aren't going to judge you, and you can really just like lay it all out, and hopefully they can kind of help you kind of piece your thoughts and feelings together and help you deal with things better than you were dealing with things before, in my
Yeah. Yeah.
experience.
Yep. The chicken kissing. Yep. Oh, nice. I'm glad you're back, Russ. This is my favorite fidget, and I can't seem to find them
Ooh.
anymore. It's like, it's that squeezy.
Oh, squishy. Oh, I love that.
And then I like to say, "Oh, I got a bright idea." It's, but there's something about the exact squishiness of this one that I really like. I was trying to find my other fidget that is like a clicker fidget. But like, I know my younger daughter and my youngest stepdaughter both have ADHD, and particularly my youngest daughter, who is 28, she likes where it's just a button, like it's just a button, and she just clicks it, and it's little, and she can just click it, because then she can have it in her pocket or wherever and just click it. So
Yep.
that's what she likes. So different fidgets
There's
for
so
everyone,
many.
right?
Yeah, there's so many. And because like I like clicky ones, like ones that also, if I can hear the sound, I really like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I've learned that I will be that person like in like group therapy and be like click, 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 click,
And it'll
like
drive
clicking a
everybody
pen,
crazy. Yeah.
and everyone will like be staring at me like their eye twitching. Like I'm,
Yeah. See, my,
oh yeah, sliding scale therapy can be such a
oh,
big,
sliding scale.
can make
Yes.
such a big difference. I'm so glad you found that.
In the U.S. Now,
Oh,
I don't
lacing, sorry.
know in Zach's in Canada. I don't know how they work. I don't know if mental health care is under the umbrella of their health care. I have no idea. That would be interesting. Any of you that would know there in Canada is that it's still under the umbrella of your
Mm-hmm.
federal
Yeah,
health care.
and if you know someone who in Canada who's gone through the the process of making the appointments and meeting with people, like talking to them about their experience, um, all of that can be really helpful in making your decision whether therapy is right for you or not.
Yep, prayer works for some people. Lacey, that's that prayer, meditation, whatever form that takes. Okay, Annie, you're
Canadian.
in Canada, so is is mental health care under your umbrella, or do you have to pay separately?
Exactly. That's great, Mama G.
Yes,
That's
great
great
advice.
advice.
Great
Yeah.
advice.
Sometimes I come into therapy and I've got my notebook and I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're just like,
Yep.
and other times I'm just like, I don't know what I want to talk about, and the conversation goes into a place that you just wouldn't expect. And I understand very much having like feeling. I talk about my agoraphobia and just how explicitly ridiculous I feel like it is. I feel like it's like, to me, it's the most ridiculous fear and anxiety that you
Like
can have.
illogical, or
Oh yeah, there's
yeah.
no logic to it. Yeah, I'll explain to you all just for shits and giggles. Um, but and everyone's agoraphobia looks different. But I have a fear that when I cross the threshold of my apartment complex, my bones will dissolve and I will become a puddle. It's like, okay, well that's fucking dumb. But then like a good therapist, a good doctor is going to be like, that's not dumb. That's your anxiety.
Right.
And it's okay that you can acknowledge that it's irrational, because it is an irrational fear. Agoraphobia is a rational fear. But it doesn't mean it's stupid just because it's not rational. And it doesn't mean it's not valid just because it's not rational. But um, believe it or not, there's no scientific evidence that my bones will dissolve.
Yeah. Yeah, fears. See, the fears aren't dumb. They're because they're not. They are fears you have. They just acknowledge them and then find ways to work through them. It doesn't mean they go away. Sometimes they go away or get better, but
Yeah.
not always.
And the only way that my theory is with fears and anxieties is that the only way that there's a possibility that they can get better, the only way there's a possibility we can cope better, is to learn skills or talk to people about them. Like, if we sit with them and tell ourselves that it's always going to be this bad, there's no improvement from where we're at, well, they're not going to get better. That's just my experience. And um, so I feel like there's, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, my brain was like, nah.
Yep. That's me too, Angela. I need it. I have a session scheduled tomorrow with my therapist, but for a specific thing that I'm very anxious about. And I need some strategies because I've not had to cope with this particular person before. So I need some skills
Mhm.
that I don't have.
And yeah, and I know we have our interview. I don't want to spoil the plot, the punchline or whatever, but we
I
do have
agree,
our
but
interview set up. Um, but damn it, my brain is so all over the place. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um,
it's okay.
get the brain back on track.
You'll get it. You'll get there.
Get it back on track. Um, okay. Would you mind saying like the last two sentences what you said before, if you can remember them? Oh, you were saying like you have specific things to talk to.
Oh, I like I don't always go into therapy, but tomorrow I have in our last session we talked about I need some strategies for dealing with a situation where I'm in a situation with a person who is tangential to my life but also chaotic. So
Mhm.
I need some strategies for how to deal with them in more close quarters
Mhm.
because I've not had to do that before. So I need it. I need skills on how to handle. I need skills that I don't have for this situation that I haven't been in before.
I think that that's the um yeah, okay. I think that that's the a really important point, is that a lot of times we're in these situations and we only have our own perspective on how to deal with them, right? And what talking to someone else can do is they've seen other people with similar situations. Um, hopefully that they can say, okay, well, this is how other people have dealt with it. That's been productive. Or they can provide this like outsider view of, you know, maybe they can see something that we can't because we're too close to the situation, and they can
Right.
provide like a more objective point of view. Because there's no shame in not knowing how to deal with something that you've never dealt with before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're going to talk about becoming disabled and the grief
Mm-hmm.
of becoming disabled. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, well, we've never become disabled before. How would we know how to deal with that?
Right.
And there's so many situations in life. It's like, well, how do you know how to deal with life until you've dealt with it? But sometimes you just get stuck, and having that
Right.
um, other um, opinion,
Tools.
and
Yes.
it's so critical a lot of times. Mama G said, yeah, we refer to skills as tools in our toolbox. Absolutely. Yep.
Yes. You do have to be conscious of too many medications for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lacey, I totally respect that's your journey,
Right.
and I'm happy to have you discuss it. And everyone's going to have their different journey.
Right.
So if someone needs to see 50 doctors because that's what keeps them alive, healthy, happy, I wish they didn't have to,
Right.
for their own happiness and bank account, but that might be what they need to do. And if you don't need to do that, that's great. I'm super happy for you. And so just recognizing that everyone's got their own
Everyone has. Yep.
path.
Yep.
Yeah. Because like if I didn't get medicated, this would be extra bad. This would be bad.
Right.
This would be bad.
Right. For
Yeah.
me, with the migraines, I would not be functional if I did
Yeah.
not have medications.
Yeah.
And so I see a specialist for that because my regular doctor wouldn't. And he's a migraine specialist neurologist, not just a regular. So yeah, everyone has their own things that work, but overprescribing is something to be aware of just in general.
Hmm.
But it's also really hard sometimes, especially when you're talking about mental health medications specifically. It's a lot of trial and error, and neurological conditions, same problem. It's a lot of trial and error in my journey, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's, I mean, really in all
Oh, I'm sorry,
physical
Lacey.
and mental health, um, that's really a common experience, just like the trial and error of finding the right medications, um, and the right, you know, and not just medication, but therapies, whether it be physical therapies, whether it be talk therapies, like other types of things. There's so many different resources out there for you that not. I think that a good physician is going to know that not every uh, treatment is like a one size fits all for people.
Right.
Um, so yeah, and that's tough, Lacey. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a similar experience with them. It wasn't the direct cause, but he certainly contributed to my mom's passing. So a bad doctor can be real problematic, but that doesn't mean all doctors are, right? So it's the same thing. I love your fan. What does it say?
It says tomb, sweet tomb, and it's UV reactive. The moon and the text glow. So
Right.
just something subtle,
I love it. It's cool.
but also I'm like hot.
Oh yeah, I'm not. It snowed here yesterday, so no, it's not. It's not.
How is the weather today?
Much nicer. It's sunny again. That's Colorado. That's how it is. It was a snow day. It probably in our area probably didn't need to be, but I don't know. They probably were like, well, it shouldn't do this again the rest of the school year, so we still have a snow day in the bank, so we'll just do it because it was heavy, wet snow. We have so many broken branches in our front, the big tree in our front yard. So many broken branches. So because it was wet, heavy snow. It wasn't a ton, but it was wet and heavy.
I'm so
So
sorry, Lacey, but
much nicer
yeah, thank you
today.
for sharing that. Yeah, I'll
Boy,
fan you,
that's the
Mama G.
truth, Beth. Yep. Yep.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry, Beth. I can only imagine. Yeah. Hi, Robin. You were in the bushes having. Oh, what'd you have for dinner, Robin? Did you have tea with dinner?
I was in the bushes while I was eating. Whenever people say they're in the bushes, I always think of that Homer Simpson
Oh,
meme
that's
when he's like
funny.
backs into the bushes.
Any word from Amy?
I sent her a message,
Okay.
but she hasn't been online for like 2 hours. That's what
Oh,
it says.
shoot.
So
Okay, I
yeah.
know she has.
So
I
maybe
know
she
she
just
has
forgot the day.
kiddos, so
Hmm.
I don't know if it's that.
Zach wants to make poop corn. I see you, Zach. I don't think that was a typo. I think you did that on purpose. So, so I had a bunch of movies picked out for ones that I wanted to watch for Mental Health Awareness Month, and uh, I we watched one movie, and I got a flag on my Discord. If you haven't been here before, we watch a lot of movies over on the Army of Weirdos Discord, and um, and it was the first time watching a Disney movie, and all of a sudden I got a strike. So I think it
Yeah.
has to do with it being Disney because we watch so many games and movies
Olympics.
and
Yeah.
Olympics, literally
Yeah.
all these different things. But then, like the minute we watch one Disney movie, it becomes a problem. So all the movies that I had thought about for watching for Mental Health Awareness Month were Disney. So still trying to find some that are would be good to watch. Um, we watched Rental Family. We haven't talked about it. What did you think about that movie?
It was really fascinating. S-
Hmm.
Culturally so different, something I never conceived of. It was really interesting. I mean, I would recommend watching it just because it was so interesting.
So Amy said she's sick, so she and forgot.
Ooh, shrimp salad with crackers. Diet Dr.
Mm.
That's fine. I was just mostly teasing about the tea, but shrimp salad sounds nice. Diet Dr. Pepper is one of the best tasting diet sodas.
Mm-hmm. It makes me sad that the Walmart like generic version of it doesn't. Well, they don't have it in cans, and then it's just never in stock. It just makes me sad because I wish
Yeah.
it just was. But whatever. Yes, it's very good. I do like the Coke Zeros though. I'm surprised that I do because they
Yeah,
actually
Coke
taste
Zero.
like
The
what they're
Zero is
supposed to
better
taste like.
tasting.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Definitely better tasting.
Yes, you definitely can drink too much water. I've never
Yes.
been close to that in my life, but other people have, and yeah, you can drink too much water.
Yes.
And I
Does
think,
something to
I
your
mean,
cells.
honestly, you can always overdo. You can overdo anything. Like too much of a good
Right.
thing is not a good thing. So
Right. Right. You can always overdo just about anything. That is just truth. Yeah, there was some contest. This was a lot of years ago for a PlayStation. I don't even know what number PlayStation, but many years ago, and there was some like to drink a gallon of water the fastest or somebody. It's something like that. And because somebody rapidly consumed that much water, yeah, that was the
I
result.
remember
So,
that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and you're like, okay, well, I'll go back to my my one water a day, which is also not great for you, especially if you're on bipolar medications. You should drink more water. So,
Right. And for me, being high, not only high altitude, but then having migraines, I have to be conscious of hydration.
mm.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was all over the news, Mama G, because she was trying to win that PlayStation for her kids for Christmas. It was just truly tragic. All yeah,
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
It wasn't recent. It wasn't recent at all, though, right?
No, it was
It was
years,
like
like a
20
decade
years
ago,
ago.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some of her
I
games
mean, it
were
was
20
quite
years
a while ago.
ago. Man loves Coke Zero. He just got it by mistake, and he likes it better than Coke. Yeah, it's good.
Thanks to Jennifer.
Um, so what is everyone working on right now? If you crochet, what are you working on?
I have.
I am working on this little tapestry number.
I can show you.
So it's gonna be a brain, and this is the bottom of it. I am using a pattern from that I just found on Pinterest. So it doesn't quite look like a whole lot right now.
I don't have it over here. I'll be back.
Okay. And then I am going to take, because I do take so many medications and I go through so many pill bottles a month, I'm going to take my pill bottles and take the sticker off and then rhinestone them and hang them from the tapestries like a wind chime type look. So that's what I planned.
Yeah, that works well, Robin. Like to consume it with ice, and then yeah.
Ooh, I love ice. I love crunchy ice.
This so this is the first, and I'm working on doing something there. That's why that part's.
Those colors are so good. I love
This
like a
first,
swampy motif.
yeah, this is the first row, I guess, or however you want to call it, of my Stitcher Hood blanket. This yarn I won from Mama G, which I had plenty for this part, but then I decided I'm going to turn it into a queen size blanket with different colors. So this is the next green I'm going to.
Ooh, I like that.
And I have the variegated one done. Now I need to do the blended and variegated. So
Bunny poop ice.
and then I have a third green. So that's what I'm working on for my Stitcher Hood. But they're $20 24-inch squares, and because it's kind of lacy and I used a 12 millimeter hook, it's pretty loose. Like
Oh,
it stretches
nice.
very nicely. But it will get to queen size here shortly.
Thank you, Marie. Everyone's
Jennifer
projects
Redgate
sound
had to
really
send-
cool.
Yeah, Jennifer Redgate had to send me. She had won some of the green from Mama G, and she sent me her skeins so that I could actually turn it into the queen size blanket. I don't remember what my third green is, and then there's my support pickle. Y'all want to see the support pickle I'm making for Jen?
Yes, I want to
Double
see it
N
again.
Jen. Yeah. And it's really soft. It's so bumpy. So it's a rectangle. It'll be a rectangle, and then I'll sew it so it'll be like a pickle. Possibly, Mama G. I think I have enough after Jennifer, but if you're looking to offload it, I will make use of it. But yeah, that's going to be, I'll do a rectangle, and then I will turn it into a pickle. She wanted this size, so. And it's out of this random yarn I got from either Facebook Marketplace or Nextdoor or something like that. I don't know. Oh, there's that tape measure I was looking for. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, poor Annie. Talking about her thyroid cancer.
Oh, I knocked stuff off behind me.
Yeah, when I had thyroiditis, swallowing wasn't hard in getting things down, but it was so painful. It was like scratchy.
Oh, yeah. Mama G has some similar challenges, different issue, but some swallowing challenges can be really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to pick up all the stuff I knocked off.
Even though I should. Yeah, for me, I do. I drink. I hate drinking water, so I drink Gatorade, and like I do the powdered Gatorade, so it's not as expensive as buying Gatorade all the time. And I just sent it to you, Amy. Or like I was doing like Crystal Light packets or something like that. But tea is a really good way to drink enough water.
Especially if you do herbal, because then you don't have the caffeine and all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. I did hear that, and I think they were mostly talking about coffee, but like with the caffeine as a diuretic is really like the impact is very minimal because like it's not like if you're taking like caffeine pills and stuff, you don't swallow. Mama G, my mind is too dirty for this. My mind is too dirty. But if you drink like 8 ounces of water with that's in your coffee because you had to use water to make your coffee, then you're still getting hydrated overall.
Right.
So I imagine it's similar for tea, but you probably shouldn't just drink caffeinated. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a wizard.
That's more for me. I have to be cautious of caffeine with the migraines, but that's
yeah. I bet.
Thanks for sharing, Mama G.
Hilarious.
Yes. The more straight up water we can drink, the better. I definitely, Marie. And I've heard that too, Annie, that hot beverages, like I know in a lot of cultures, a cup of hot water in the morning, like just hot water, nothing else in it, or lemon in it.
Yeah, there's theories about like how it can like neutralize or do something to your stomach acid. I'm not sure if I haven't done my research on it, but I wake up angry that I have to wait 30 minutes to eat. So I'm, I'm just doing what I can, y'all. I'm doing what I can. Because my calcium's up, my doctor was like, you need to drink a lot more water than you are. Otherwise, I will be very sad when if if kidney stones develop.
Oof,
I would prefer
yeah.
to not have this. We got an Amy up in here.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I finally woke
Uh,
up.
That's okay.
hey, how you
I
feeling?
relate to that, Amy. I slept till almost noon today, so
Yeah.
I feel that.
No, I got some bad labs from my doctor and they were like, sit by the phone and see if you have, if, hold on, let me turn this down. They were like, sit by the phone and, we're gonna call you and tell you if you have to go to the hospital. And so I've just been sitting by the phone waiting, but the one lab that they were thinking that they had to send me to the hospital for was fine. So
Okay,
okay.
I'm
that's good.
home. I've just been sleeping.
So all that
Mhm.
stress for basically nothing. Ah, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully everything. I mean, hopefully you get some answers
Right.
that are actionable, and you don't have to go back to the hospital, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to figure it out because I told my doctor if I had to go back to the hospital, I was going to fight him.
I will fist fight you. My
Yeah.
blood levels are different. Yeah, no, I totally understand.
Yeah. Let me click on here.
Something I want in a cup of water. See, I think that makes sense, Beth. That I drink something and then tea. I have to kind of think about both.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
Oh,
flavor
where
my
I went
water.
there. I'm trying to
So
fix this echo and
doctors
it's,
say it's fine. Yeah.
Let's see if
I think
I'm
it's a
not
little
hearing
better.
an
I don't know.
echo, but you're saying you hear an echo.
Mine's not like it's not fully an echo, but there's something
Is
about
it
the
still
audio quality
echoing?
that's like.
Oh, I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear us now?
Let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I need to be off stage to help, we can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah, Amy is a worry. If you don't know her, we'll have her drop her channel here soon.
Wait.
Or maybe I can, you know what? I'll drop her channel.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still echoing. I couldn't hear y'all a second ago, but
You're not echoing to us? Is she
okay.
echoing to the chat?
It's for me. It's not an echo quite. It's not quite an echo. It's like but like something's like distorted about your voice a little bit. It's not
Oh.
disruptive to me, but if it, I know that when I hear my own echo, it drives me up the wall. So if that's what's happening to you, I understand.
It's just like a little echo in my ears, but I put on my headphones and it's a lot better now.
Okay, cool.
So, but I can't
Yeah, and
see
everyone
the
was sending
chat and look
messages
at the
and
same time. So I tried.
it's fine. I know that especially
Trying to find her.
on the phone, restream can be
Yeah.
really difficult to see everything.
Yeah.
But do you have some tea or are you just chilling?
I'm gonna get it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I wore this specifically for you. I was like, I feel
I
ridiculous.
know, I see it.
I was like, I'm
It's
going
fabulous.
buck wild.
It gives me Dia de los Muertos vibes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also Frida Kahlo or Frida. What's her last? How do you say her last name? You know?
Kahlo.
Kahlo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, but really also just like piling stuff on a headband.
Yeah.
Everyone's
So like
saying
I said, I
hi
just
to
went
you,
with my
Amy.
British theme. So
Hello, everybody.
this is
Well, let
Amy.
me
If you
see.
don't
I
know
have
Amy.
my
Okay, no,
watermelon mint or my strawberry shortcake.
ooh,
I'm gonna do the watermelon mint again.
nice.
It's so
Annie
good.
said that I'm echoing.
Oh,
So
great.
I don't know what's happening.
Robin says no
Audio
echo.
problem is just. I'm
It's
just gonna
me and
toss it out the
hers.
window.
I don't know how, I know like if you have your computer next to your phone or something, that sometimes it'll echo, but I don't know like why it's doing it when we only have one listening source, like from the phone or whatever.
Yeah, I will never understand audio inputs uh, and the issues because they're rude and they piss me off. Honestly, I'm just like,
I'm trying to find a
I'm
place to
dropping
put the
Amy's
phone while I
channel
make my
there.
tea.
oh yeah,
That's Amy's.
okay. So Lori just dropped Amy's channel. Amy has been working to get more videos up and get monetized as well. So if you want to go subscribe to Amy's channel, you should because it's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't work anymore now outside of the home, so I have a lot more time to make videos. So I'm gonna start actually doing it. My husband like bought me a ring light and stuff. I've just been lazy.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, it's one that like holds your phone and everything.
Nice. Welcome in, Chris.
I can't find where my tea thing is. My daughter did the dishes, and I don't know where she did with my tea strainer thingy. Well,
Mhm.
I'll find it.
Lori was showing us earlier her like collection of all things tea, and she just has like all of these like um, super cool tea pots and stuff like that. I'm like jealous.
I need to get more because I use them so much. Like
Mhm.
just once a day, having one vessel, and then I have this thingy that you like put in your cup like this. If you
Yeah,
have a smaller cup, I'm just using one of these for right now. But if you put it in your cup and then it just steeps and you can just pull it out. But
nice,
that's what I'm going to use for today because we're going to do a double decker of tea.
nice.
I
That's the
really like
best
it.
size of tea. You had a couple people subbing to your channel.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll show you what I'm working on when I go back over to the table after I make my tea.
Yep,
I decided to
pretty
pull
lax
some,
today.
I pulled some cotton kings out and started working with that. The Sultan
Nice.
Shadow or something like that.
I love those. They're so pretty. Um,
Mhm.
and then I don't know if you've seen the stuff with Hobie, and they're like uh, big AI scandal bullshit thing. I'm just like,
I've seen a lot of people talking about them lately that they don't want to order from them, but I thought it was just like shipping issues.
no, I think they
Like
like laid
cost
off people, and then they were like making jokes on their social media about how AI is like the best for some things, and people were just like, it's really tasteless that you did that because you just laid people off.
Yeah.
Uh, so
There's a channel that I
welcome in,
follow
Chris.
that this lady does foraging, and she teaches about how to go near the data centers and plant certain invasive species that will disrupt the data
I saw
centers
that.
and whatever.
I saw something like that too. I saw that you just like make sure that they're native and not from somewhere else. Otherwise, they'll kill like the uh, the native flora as well. And you're like, you're really fucking
Yeah.
over everybody like that. Night, Mama G. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you again for the raid and
Hi,
everything.
Mama G.
Very very cool. I don't think I said. I don't know if I said hi to you, Chris. But hi, Chris. I saw that you
Yeah,
got
I just
some
saw him.
camera stuff in, but you're just waiting for some spoon replenishment, which I totally 100% understand. Um, you just got to do what you can, right? 'Cause
My daughter actually works at the Denver Botanic Gardens, and one of the classes she teaches is about that whole issue of invasive species and how to make sure you're doing native plants. And yeah,
Mm.
it's a big deal.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, they say go over there and plant something that's like rare and exotic or like not exotic but rare or
Protected.
that they can't dig up or something like that.
Yeah,
Right, right.
Um,
yeah. My ass would be over there like putting like like I don't know if you ever saw the Parks and Rec episode where she like put some like and I wouldn't do this specifically because this is fucked up, but like um but she put some like some things to make it look like a burial ground in
Oh,
this
no.
like dig site so that they couldn't dig there. Like they would have to be like in like investigation that would be like protected. And so I'm like, okay, throw some bones in there. Then they can't do anything. And I'm
My
like, we're
husband,
gonna get bones.
my husband wants to replace our front deck out in front of the house. And I said, before you do, whenever we dig up the old one, we're definitely putting a Halloween skeleton underneath the deck so that the next people in 20 years, when they dig up the new deck, when they dig it up, they find
That's
this they
amazing.
find these bones under there.
That's hilarious.
I love that. I love
You
that.
can buy like those like styrofoam skeletons at the around Halloween, or the plastic ones.
Dawn, thank you so much for asking if this is my normal time. I am hoping that this will be a purple cat.
I know it doesn't show there.
Okay, I was like, I can't see purple
I'll
cat.
be
I'm
back
like,
in
what's
just a minute.
happening? So I'm gonna try to make this our regular time. I might fiddle with it a little bit, depending on what's good for these lovely ladies and everyone. Someone tried to make it a normal time, but also because we watch the Stanley Cup playoffs, that schedule is constant. Like I don't know what's happening past tomorrow, really. So it's a little hard to know if they're going to have a game next Wednesday or something like that. So, but if it's if we can't go live Wednesday, I'll go live Thursday instead or something like that, and we'll try. So I'm hoping we can keep some kind of regular schedule. I think that would be nice. And I like drinking tea. And honestly, I forget to drink tea as much as I want to, which is all the time.
Right.
Sorry, I had teenagers coming up here.
Yes.
That's okay. I mean,
So
what?
what are
Where'd
you
they come
doing?
from?
It's like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? None of your business.
I'm gonna do that too.
I'm gonna try to turn on my computer so I can see the chat. I can hear my 13-year-old downstairs on his VR chatting.
I can't, so I think your headset's working well.
Well, good you can't hear him because he cusses a lot.
Oh no! How would we ever deal with that?
No, but I mean he's 13. He needs to shut his mouth.
Okay, yeah. See, a 13-year-old, that's a different situation.
13-year-olds are their own species.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was looking for different like infographics to post for Mental Health Awareness Month on my page, and there were some like different like teen statistics about getting diagnosed or like at least showing signs of mental illness at certain ages. And I was just thinking about like the true nightmare terror shit show that I was between like 12 and 15. And I'm just like, I don't know how like my parents didn't just like light me on fire and leave. It was so bad. I was so bad. And I know that I was extra bad because I was sick, but also teenagers are scary. So
Yeah.
props to you both for
Yeah, my older
parenting and having
teenagers,
parented.
are like, go do this, go tell him that, go tell him this. And I'm like, dude, y'all were 13 once too. And y'all were just as crusty and just as foul-mouthed and just as sleep during the day as he is. So I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how you called him Krusty.
Well, 13-year-olds are crusty.
Yes, crusty and stinky.
Yes. It's just, especially boys.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
I
Oh, cute
I'm
kitty.
literally
you
paying to go
dear.
through a second puberty, so feel
Yeah.
that.
Oh
And
yeah,
I am
I bet it
aware
is
of how much I
yeah.
stink.
Oh, that's a cute kitty.
Oh, that is a cuddle
He's
bug.
Billy. He's 2.
What a
You
cutie.
see?
Why are all cats so cute? Why do I want them
You
all?
see? Where do you
They
see?
are.
I think
He's looking at
the
something.
I think the best thing about Scotty being traumatized from living with another cat is that I can't get another cat because I would get like
All
50
the
and I
cats.
would and yeah, and
Uh huh.
I would sleep too long one day and they would eat me alive.
There's
Beth said
actually
my
a
three
book.
children are basically pirates cussing
There's
each other
actually a
Relatable,
constantly.
Beth.
book that's called "Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs?" and it's about after death, what happens to your body, and like if your cats actually would eat your eyeballs if you die in the house, left alone.
What was the answer? Would they?
No, they won't.
That's fair.
I mean,
Fun.
I
I'm
wouldn't
sure
eat.
if
I
they
wouldn't
would,
eat
they
me either.
because your eyeballs are one of the first things that decompose. We don't need to get on that subject, but that's okay. I think my tea's getting ready. I got to get some of my creamer and put it in here.
I might make some more tea myself.
Yes. I'll go ahead and make some tea. Oh, that
I,
looks like. Okay, I can be the show for a minute if I need to be.
uh,
No problem.
sure.
I just remembered I'm also working on something for IVB Creates. It's her pattern. It's her butterfly fillet pattern. I just have the first row done. She said bright colors. I managed to get a bright color. Bright. Oh, I
I
like
got
the
my.
mug you've got.
It's just a paper cup.
Oh, it's just a cup?
It's
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
not what
like
it looked like.
an insulated cup because all of my coffee cups get hold up in the dishwasher when my daughter's doing dishes. So I bought
Oh,
myself
got it.
insulated coffee cups because I'm not going to do the dishes for her.
Right.
So
Yeah, that was similar to what Amy's got there is similar to the one of the things I showed you all earlier. All of, yep.
this thing,
And that one
yeah,
just fits on top of the cup, so you can use it on
yeah,
any cup.
yeah. And it's better in a shorter cup, but I put 16 ounces of water in here, so
Yeah.
that's why I can put it in
And
this,
you
and I
just
put a
kind of
little
gotta,
extra
yeah,
tea.
do what you did. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to make that work.
And it says to let it steep for like, this one says to let it steep for like 10 minutes. Normally
Is
they're
it a
like 3 to
fruit tea?
5. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why. Yep.
it's strawberry
Fruit teas, I'm
mint.
telling you.
Probably because they have all the dried fruit in there.
Yep.
So you
And
can
you have
get
to
the
get them
essence.
like not only rehydrated, but also to like release that.
Hmm. Yeah. So this is what I started a project yesterday, and it's only this far.
Nice.
I'm only this far into it, but I'm
Nice.
using this Cotton Kings yarn, just a
Ooh,
black and
pretty.
white, and it's the Twirls Deluxe Cotton Kings.
That's really
And
pretty.
then my beautiful hook I got at one time from Twirls. I don't remember. It was like a limited edition or
Oh no, it went away.
nope.
The G
I
plus
got
is a
it.
nice size too.
Yeah, yeah. I use I use either a 4.5 or a 5 for almost everything.
Yeah.
I've been using a 6 for some stuff lately so that I can make it more like drapey. But I always use really thin yarn. I know hardly ever use worsted weight yarn.
So you do twos and threes or ones, twos and threes?
Ones, twos, and threes.
Ones, twos and threes. Yeah.
Lots of ones and twos. I guess I should
Yeah.
pay
I
attention to the chat if I'm going to turn it on. Just not used to that.
yeah, I haven't used much in the way of thin yarns, but I have a bunch that I want to work with. But yeah, it all depends. No, okay, we're okay. Um, it all depends on what I want in terms of do I need drape, or is it like amigurumi where I need it tight? Right now, I
Yeah.
am using a 4 weight or a worsted
Hmm.
with a 2 millimeter hook because it's an
Mm.
amigurumi and it's like supposed to be super tight stitches, and I am not a tight stitcher, so it really is. It does look the way it's supposed to look, and the stuffing's not going to come out. So,
Hmm.
but it's a pain in the rear because it keeps splitting, because the little
Uh,
tiny hook,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah. That's why I don't like to make amigurumi because it hurts my hands. I
right?
would prefer to just make, I mean, I can make it and I've made some cute stuff, but I don't prefer to make it. I prefer to make wearables,
Right,
big stuff.
right. Yeah, I do. I would say I do a mixture. This, I'm making a support pickle, this amigurumi, but I'm doing it as a rectangle and then turning it into a pickle. So this does not count to me as amigurumi, even
Uh-huh.
though technically I suppose it is.
That's cute.
But yeah, I have to mix it up if I get doing, like when I was doing this square, like I would
Hmm.
do so many rounds. I left that so I know which one's the front and which one's the back, but um I would just like I needed a break from it, so I would do a different type project. So
I do that when I've been working on something for so long. I'll throw a hat in there or something to kind of break it up a little bit.
right.
So,
Hello.
is
And
your
I'm
snow
just
melted yet? Lori, is your snow melted yet?
um mostly it broke a bunch of branches on our front. We've got a big huge maple tree, and it
Hmm.
broke a bunch of branches.
Oh,
Or at least knocked down one we already knew was broken. It might have just knocked that one down, but it definitely broke some new ones. Did you have any broken branches? She
I haven't really gone out to look in the back. We've got a couple big pine trees back there that had some questionable branches before the storm, so we'll see. Um, I have a baby apple tree that survived, so most of it was just, you know, I haven't planted anything in my yard yet or anything. I've
right. We
planted
know
in
better,
pots.
right?
Well, I planted stuff, but I put it all in pots so I could bring it inside.
Right. Right.
So,
You don't
but
put it
yeah,
in the ground here until Memorial Day ish.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, in pots, yeah, that's the way to do it.
yeah. And the stuff that I have that goes in the ground is stuff that's supposed to grow in a short time anyway, so it'll be okay,
There were a
hopefully.
bunch of good nights. I think we're still alive, right?
I think they're supposed to be, right?
Yeah. I just
I
looked.
should know
Yes,
this. It's my
we are.
life, but I'm like, what? I don't know.
Well, just because it blipped for a while you were gone. So,
Okay.
Oh,
and a lot of people saying good night, so I'm just making sure. And then the chat disappeared, and then,
Oh,
oh no.
she's
but
going wild up in here.
now it's back. But
Okay.
hopefully, I mean, it shows 13 people still watching, so
Yeah. So it seems like today is a good day for a lot of people in the chat.
yes.
Is this typically a good day and time for you both?
Oh,
Right.
for regularly?
Yeah, if we did like a weekly tea party. Is
Yeah, just
weekly
as
too
long as
much?
I don't forget. I'm not in
I am
bed.
a very forgetful person, so I will
When life
not.
lifes, that happens.
Yeah.
Life be life and way too much.
Yeah.
For
No,
real.
I was just sitting in bed
Good
talking to my
night,
husband,
Jennifer.
and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I told him, I gotta go." I said, "I forgot the tea party." And he goes, "Go ahead."
Yeah.
So he's probably sitting in there just listening to me talk. Mm. Now I can see your hat a little bit better, Ian.
My very subtle
Yeah.
glittery hat.
That's
Fantastic.
nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yes, thumbs for
29
you.
29
thumbs. That's
thumbs.
awesome.
And definitely check
Uh,
out the giveaway video too.
yes, the giveaway videos there. Recently, I've done some interviews. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I've done
Yes, watch the
2
interviews. Yeah.
interviews. And I did it with Froggy Winter Knitting, and I did it with Zach Crafts and more. And should have some more interviews coming up soon. So look out for those because it's going to be amazing. I can feel it in my bones. At least I'm going to be interviewing amazing people. And just talking about mental health, different aspects of it, people who go through different life experiences and how they deal with shit, because life can be like that sometimes, and sometimes we're not really sure how best to do it. And so, you know, interviewing my friends who I know are, resilient and strong, but have also gone through a lot, and, not just talking about being bipolar all the time. That's what I do the rest of the year.
Right. I was gonna say I watched your interview with Jennifer, and it every time, even when I go to like recovery meetings or anytime I hear someone tell their story, no matter what they're recovering from, everybody's recovering from something, they say. And when I heard her tell her story of her mental health and the things that she's overcome in her life, it makes me feel like I'm not so alone. And even though my story is not exactly like hers, I mean, there's fractions that are very similar. And, whenever we're seeing each other crochet and just having our lives like we normally do, a lot of this stuff doesn't get talked about. And a lot of these people that see us for just a short amount of time don't get to know us on that level. And it may give someone the opportunity to open the door with their doctor to give some, conversation around their own mental health.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really cool idea, So
Thank you.
you got my thumbs up.
Thank you. I'm happy that I could have. I'm just happy to facilitate the conversations, because I think that it's hard to bring up these heavy topics, in your kind of just casual, like if you have your channel or whatever, and you like to talk about crochet and shit like that, and it's hard to bring these kind of big, serious topics up. Um, and so I was hoping to just hold space for whatever we needed to talk about. It's like it can be as light as, and I've talked to you both about it, but it can be as light as it needs to be, or it can be as deep and dark as whatever you need to talk about. And
Right.
letting you all facilitate the or letting you all lead the conversation wherever it needs to go was important to me. So I'm so happy that it's gone well thus far, and I'm expecting good things from future conversations.
Yeah. Yeah, Don, I appreciate that so much about Ian and his channel, because very few places they talk so openly about the mental health care and what things we experience in those arenas that aren't happy places.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's
Yes,
hard
we're
to
glad
talk about that stuff sometimes, but when you know that other people are going through the same thing or have gone through the same similar situations, it makes it easier to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I'm
Yeah.
crazy and I'm diagnosed crazy.
Yeah.
So
I feel that.
I'll talk about my crazy openly. I'm not ashamed of my crazy at all. So I actually go to therapy for mine, take medicine for mine,
Mhm.
and all those kinds of things. So we'll have a good little talk.
Yes. Yes. And again, if you don't know Amy's story, definitely want to check her out.
Yeah, I'm not normally in my pajamas, but
No, well,
several of my videos are about my recovery from
yes.
alcohol and drugs. So if that's something that you're interested in, go look at those videos. But I have them, I have the playlists kind of categorized. Um, I think I've tried to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn this YouTube thing.
Yeah,
I need to
it's a
do better
weird
at my
thing.
phone life.
There's always so much to learn.
Yeah. Well, I only have like 250 subscribers or something. So whenever I do go live, there's like, 2, 4, 8 people on there. And I need to learn how to set up different things on my like Nightbot and stuff like that so that,
Ian,
I don't have
it'd be
people coming in and saying
yeah,
crazy shit.
it'd be good for Ian to help you because I just helped him do some things, so he could
Yeah, he
help you
told me.
because then that would reinforce it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
paying it forward.
Yes. Well, that too.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, also you know, as someone who has, a few more subscribers, but also because my irregularity in posting for so long,
Right.
those 2, 4, 8 people on is like that's what I experienced too. So getting
Hmm.
to getting over that hump and just being consistent and uh, I don't know, figuring out how to make
Well,
YouTube work
I
for
I
you and your
like
schedule.
those 248 people, and I want them to keep coming back. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
I want to like set up a night bot or something. I always put it to where people can't use bad language or whatever
Right.
it asks you before you go on. Is this for whatever it asks you? I've only gone live like twice, so but I'd like to set it. I know that there's other things that you can set up, like it's subscriber only mode, and they have to subscribe for more than however many minutes before they can comment, or stuff like that I've seen. So I don't know if I can do that this early in my, with only 250 subscribers. That matters how many subscribers you have on the for the Nightbot, but
No, Nightbot's non-discriminatory in that regard.
Yeah, yeah. YouTube is typically the one that's a little bit more
Correct.
finicky depending on what it is, but always being able to protect your channel from people coming in and bombing like being assholes. Um,
Right.
you know, you can always do that and
Right.
protect your channel.
And
yeah.
and I agree with Don F. Definitely connecting with Mama G, it really can help because she has a good audience, and I know her audience would appreciate your story and what
Mhm.
you have to say.
Yeah, Jenny and I talk a lot. We go back a couple years.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, I could talk to her, and Ian's doing me a solid here. So
Yes.
next time I'll dress up and I'll have a cool hat. She won't forget.
Yeah.
Hopefully won't
Did
forget.
did you ever make? I know you were with that big twist yarn. You were thinking about making like a top hat or something like that, if I'm remembering correctly. Did you ever
Oh
make that?
yeah, I think I made it and donated it already.
Oh,
Mm.
I've made like bucket hats and the top hat, and I've done like some of the derby hats that have like the rolled edges. I've done all
oh,
kinds of
cool.
different ones because I whenever we take them out to hand them out for free, I like to let people pick. Just because you're unhoused doesn't mean you can't pick your style.
Hmm.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know Mama G has almost 100 or has at least 100 thumbs almost every live. And
Yeah.
she has, it's something that I was talking about like a week or so ago, is that I don't want to get into the habit just yet of making my channel all about giveaways,
Oh, right. Yeah.
because it puts you in a financial rut real quick,
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
real quick.
And yeah, absolutely. And it also sets expectations for what your
Mhm.
whole channel is going to be. And so if you can't sustain that, then all of a sudden, like you get this huge drop off.
Yeah.
And in my experience, it's not a way to get people to stay on your channel.
So
Typically,
later, maybe I'll, like throw in giveaways here and there, and they're
Right.
great to have surprise giveaways and stuff
Right.
like that. But I don't
mhm.
want it to be an expectation because not all of my channel is about yarn and about stuff like
Right.
that. Not
Right.
everybody's going to want to watch every single one of my videos.
Yeah,
Not all of my
do
videos
do
are for yarn people.
yeah, doing naloxone giveaways.
Yeah. Well, I've got enough of it.
I just shared, and I found this website. It's a Los Angeles charity that will send you a free
Mhm,
package of naloxone.
mhm.
You just have to sign up, and I think you might have to pay for shipping. I don't quite remember,
A free
but it's
package
like
of
such
what?
a naloxone. I don't if I'm saying it wrong. Let me
I've
know
heard
that
of it,
in
but
the
I
Narcan,
don't.
naloxone. It's to
yeah.
reverse opioid overdoses.
Oh,
They spray it
oh,
up your
Mhm.
nose.
uh, and Narcan. That's
Yeah,
what my husband calls it
I think
because
it's
he
just
works
a
in the
yeah.
jail. They
name
have to
brand.
have that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just one of the name brands that
That's
they
just
have.
one of the
But
names. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that was like one of the first ones that came out. And so now there's a bajillion different brands. So,
It's
but
yeah,
very good to have that because you just
yes.
never know when you're going to run across someone in need of that.
Well, when I
exactly.
tell people when I teach the classes about how to use it and stuff like that, I tell people, don't always think that every single overdose is going to be some junkie on a street corner
Right.
because I'm a chronic pain patient. Would you give me medicine if I overdosed? If you saw me just walking down the street in nice clothes, would you help
Hmm.
me? What's the difference between
Right.
my life and that other person's life? We're
Right.
just as valuable as
Yeah,
human beings. And, grandma can overdose in church. And you
Right.
have it on you, you can help.
yeah. And
That
it can be.
saves, it can
Sorry.
save their life.
Yeah, and it can be so easy to be like to forget if you took your dose already, and
Yeah.
accidentally take a double dose, and like that
Hmm.
can put you in a bad state. Like it's like you don't know what someone's situation is, and it doesn't matter because if this can save their life, if
Hmm.
this can prolong their life into getting life-saving treatment from
Right.
first responders, like
Yep.
why would you not? And I think it's
Hmm.
important because I've had like very informal talks about how to use it, but I think um, you know knowing how to use it properly also makes a big difference
Hmm.
as far as I understand. Um, and so I think I don't know if you've talked about that on your channel, and if you would want to, but yeah, Chris said some people need more than one dose, absolutely, or need like a different amount.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
and being prepared for someone to like sit up suddenly and start swinging on you if that's
Right.
it's like all of those things need to, if you educate someone so that they're prepared, so not only do they have this life-saving medication but they have the tools to be able to use it properly,
Hmm.
I mean, can make such a big difference. And you just you know I
Yeah. I
hope that
had
you never need it, but if you
Yeah,
do need it, I hope you have
absolutely.
it.
I've only had to use it once. And I've been in the business, like that's what I do for a living is I help people that are recovering from drugs and alcohol. And I used to work at a homeless shelter downtown. And I only once had to reverse an overdose, knock on wood. I hope I never have to again because even though I'm trained and I train people on how to do it, it was still scary because I'm looking at it from his eyes. This poor young guy, he was probably only in his 20s,
Mm.
this poor young kid that um, is, coming to and doesn't know where he is. And the last
Right.
thing he remembers, he was buying some stuff off some dude and he doesn't remember where he did it, all these things.
Right.
And it's scary from that perspective. And I wanted him to have good care and be taken care of and make sure that he was advocated for and that the paramedics weren't treating him less than, or the people at the hospital weren't treating him less than. So that's, I used to go with pregnant moms who were unhoused to the hospital to advocate for them to make sure that they got proper care. Even if they were currently taking drugs while they were pregnant, I had to help advocate for them
Mhm.
because that mom's not a lost cause. She can have her baby and go to
Yeah,
treatment and
yeah,
maybe get her baby back.
Right.
it's
yeah.
it's
She's
never
still
a
a
lost
human.
cause. Yeah,
Right.
Hmm.
I got my kids back. I didn't see
Right.
my older kids for 15 years and I got them back in my life because I got sober. So, you know, everybody has an opportunity. If I could be that
I was that junkie on the corner, and you don't think that people don't think that when they meet me, and I tell them, I used to be that person, and now I'm 10 years into my recovery, and I have a lot of things that I've worked really hard for, and I've
Mhm.
earned, and I wouldn't have without my recovery, like this
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. And I think
If
that
I was still
people,
spending all my money on alcohol.
yeah. I think that so many people, if they have not been around people who've struggled with addiction and uh, have been in recovery, I think it's so easy to kind of other someone and be like, I could never be like that. That's so, how could you let it get to that place? But when you are around addicts, when you're around people who are struggling like that, you start to realize how easy it would be for you to be there.
Right.
And, when I was in treatment and I was in treatment and a lot of mental health care and substance abuse treatments are, combined now. Um, when I was hearing everyone else's stories, I was like, and some people, would have occasionally be like, well, you never struggled with substance abuse. And I was like, but it would have been really easy for me too. Like,
Right.
and I don't say that lightly. I don't say that to diminish what they've been through. I say it because like all I had to do was be like, you know what? I don't like taking these pills anymore because I didn't, and I'm just going to
Right.
do something different about it. And I would be right there with them because a lot of them were, bipolar or schizophrenic or something like that, and they couldn't get medicated, and that was their those options. So it's tough. It's tough.
Hi,
What
Zach.
happened to
Sorry,
AA
I'm reading
and
the text.
NA?
No, there's
I think
still
that
AA and NA,
yeah,
definitely.
and they work really
They're
well for some
everywhere.
people. Yeah.
They do. 12 step is really good for some people, and it's not for some people. For me, AA was it was like a kick in the gut. The people in there were not welcoming. And that may just be, my local group. And there's several local groups, but this one gave me a very bad taste in my mouth. So I prefer, there's Smart Recovery, there's, can't think of all of them right now, but there's, so many different kinds of recovery, Dharma. And then there's, just going to meetings that don't have a name. They're just recovery meetings where people have a place that they can talk about things that they need to talk about their recovery, celebrate the things that you need to celebrate in your recovery and drop down the heavy things that you don't want to carry with you anymore. That's the purpose of a meeting. And
Mhm.
so that's the kind of meetings that I prefer that take all people, not just alcoholics, not just
Correct.
people recovering from narcotics. It's all people recovering from anything, drugs and alcohol, mental illness, sex, gambling, food. There's so many things that people can have addictions to. So,
Mhm.
that's the kind of I like to learn from all kinds of people because we all,
Yeah.
even though, like I said about Jennifer, even though we don't have the exact same experience, they're similar enough that I can totally relate with her and I see her in a totally new way now and I have a new appreciation for her. I haven't told her that yet, but I do. And I loved her before and I love her more now. So, when you get to see that side of people, people open up and share a part of their heart. It's nice.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think that what connects all of us in recovery and in um, trying to, it's like you don't get to a place where typically you don't get to a place where you're using or where you're acting out or you have any addiction because things are going so great in your life and you're dealing really well with it. And I think that that's the common like core that we all share is we we ended up at B, and B might be a different B for every person, but it's because we all dealt with some shit from A, and A is what we all have in common.
Hmm.
Um, and but yeah, I'm so glad that there's so many different options because you're totally right. If AA and NA aren't the right avenue for you, there are other options. And you know, I've been to treatment centers where like they forced 12 step and that just didn't work for some people, because that was like the only way that they saw recovery could be, like, only way you could progress in your recovery. And then I've been in other places where they've been more lenient and more, let's find something that fits right with your style. And I've seen people generally do a lot better with that. So
Yeah, it just depends on the person, you know. There's
yeah.
not every medicine works for every person, you know. So sometimes you got to try two or three different ones before you get the right one. And so same thing with meetings, you know. You
Mhm.
don't like
Yeah.
every food. I'm sure every
Yeah.
person doesn't like every single food, and it may not be a total ick, but just something about it made you ick enough that you don't want to open up there. And that should be the whole point of a meeting, is that you feel comfortable enough that
Yeah.
you could open up if you're ready to. You're never forced to or anything like that, or told, oh, you're only so and so into your recovery, you never will last. That's what I was told. Oh, you're only, and it was like 2 years into my recovery, you're not going to last. And I was like, wow, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
I don't, there's a lot of punching down on smaller recovery dates. And it's like, when do you like lift up? Like, when do
Right.
you, and for some people, their mentality is like, well, if I tell them they've got this and they're doing well, then they're just going to see this opportunity to fall back. And I think that's a very, in my experience, it's like an old school, like AA tactic, is like
mhm.
just punch down, at least what I've seen. But I don't know. Everybody's different. Some people are like, tough love is the only kind of love I give. And I'm like, okay.
It's
Yeah.
interesting because not having gone through that myself, but I have a friend who needed Al Anon
Hmm.
because of the support of dealing with a parent who
Hmm.
had addictions. And so for her, that was essential.
Hmm.
But that's like one of the few people I know that, and that's a slightly different program, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, it
related,
is.
but it's
Yeah.
it's a different focus.
It's
Yeah.
a great program.
The
Yeah.
12 steps are still, they still like word,
Absolutely
they just word
wonderful.
things different.
I'm not sure. I know I've heard people say how wonderful that Al-Anon is and the Betty Ford Family Center is. But I haven't like been there myself or seen what their stuff is.
Right.
I've never been to an NA or a CA meeting, just the AA meetings, because I was like, I got a really bad taste in my mouth. But lately, I had to kind of detox
Make them.
myself from meetings because I was doing 5 meetings a week for 10
Oh,
years almost. And so I was like, okay, I think I'm probably pretty stable on my feet. I can probably take a little break now. So I've taken a break for about the last 6 months from meetings, and now I might go give another AA a try, because there's a place in our town called the Clubhouse, and they've got AA meetings all day long, just one after the other after another. But they're different kinds of AA meetings. Like, one is they have a speaker coming. One is you can share, it's open sharing. One is like you're working on step work, like they tell what they're doing in that AA group, so you can pick which kind of group you want to go into, so then it even splits it up even more. So I might go try some of those and go listen to some speakers or something. I really love hearing people's story.
yeah.
Yeah.
It really helps
I
me.
I feel the same. Um, so I've been to Al-Anon before,
Okay.
and I know people who they had just tremendous growth, and it fit for them. Um, but it wasn't a fit for me, and just kind of going back to just there's more meetings and there's more
Mm-hmm.
types. So for me, and I haven't been in a while because I had a situation, but uh, like ACOA, so Adult Children of Alcoholics, it's similar, but it's different in how they focus on the effects of alcoholism and dysfunction, um, in your childhood, and how you grow up. And
Mhm.
for me, that was a lot better for it was just what I needed. So just further just finding the right meeting for you and finding the right style of healing.
Hmm. Yeah. And I've done good, kind of picking and choosing my meetings so far. 10 years isn't anything small, but it's also not an end. Or this doesn't have an end. This game doesn't have an end. It's an ongoing game that I've got to keep playing or else I'll die, like literally. So I have to stay sober. It's like the Super Mario. I can't fall down into the lava pits. I got to stay bouncing on the stuff,
Mhm.
and I got to stay up above water, or else I can go downhill real quick. I mean, I've got bad health anyway, so with my autoimmune disease and my liver cirrhosis, so I don't need to add anything to it.
Mhm. Yeah,
That already almost killed me once.
yeah,
So,
yeah. The idea that we are fixed and we are recovered, I don't think ever serves anyone.
Correct.
mhm, yeah.
And yeah, I've told this story kind of on a personal note before. I told the story before. I was picking up a family member from rehab, and I was talking to him, and he wanted to go to a sports bar to watch a game or something. Uh, like we were still driving back home from the rehab center. He wanted to go to a sports bar, and I was like, I don't think that's the best place for a recovering alcoholic. And he was like, recovered, and I was like, I was like, don't make me turn this car around.
Right?
Yeah, you're not even like an hour out of rehab.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
You haven't even
that's
started the hard work yet, bro.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
That is just step one, really.
Right. It took a therapist. Like I was sober for, I think, like 3 years or 4 years. And then I was miserable. I was sober, but I was absolutely miserable. And I had a
Mm.
therapist tell me that it was because I was a dry drunk. And I had no idea what that even was. I'd never even heard that term.
Mhm.
And she explained to me that even though I put the drinks down, I was still acting like I did whenever I was drunk. I was responding to
Mm.
situations and to people in the same way and dealing with things in the same way that I did when I was drunk. I wasn't doing anything to change me or to change my perspective and to change stuff about, my internal view of the world. And so I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so I went and I got a different, more therapy and like on top of the talk therapy, and I got a coach. And the difference between the therapists, like a therapist works on your past, your childhood traumas and your past traumas. A coach works on right now. Like say you
Right.
went to a party over the weekend and Becky looked at your boyfriend and you really wanted to drink, that's what you tell your coach. You don't go tell your therapist that kind of stuff. And so that's what I did for 5 years. I became a coach. And so I would listen to all these people who were brand new in recovery talk about, I got this. And I'm like, no, you don't.
yeah,
And I can say, and as a coach, because I wasn't their therapist, I could tell them from my own personal, journey,
Right.
like, no, you don't got this. Let me tell you, I relapsed more than 10 times whenever I was trying to get sober before it finally took. And, I hate to tell you, but you probably got one or two in you. And then you've got to make sure that those don't come out. It's up to you. And people didn't like to hear that, but
oh yeah,
it's what you gotta do, just like that therapist told me. So, but it changed my perspective and it made me look at it, my recovery completely different. And I
Mhm.
don't know if she hadn't told me that, would I still be sober today? I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure I'd be sober, but I'd probably be miserable, and I probably still wouldn't have my husband. We'd probably be divorced because
Yeah.
I used
Well,
to scream and we'd fight and just, ugh. But now it's nice and calm on the home front.
I love that.
I like it. And we can travel together with the kids and nobody's fighting. And I don't have to worry about getting drunk in the car and throwing up on the way there, having to spend half of our vacation money on booze. That adds up really quick. Um,
Yeah,
so,
isn't it crazy how when you're used to the chaos, that the calm is just it's so bizarre, especially at
mhm.
first. I feel where you're like, what is
Yeah.
this? Like you don't know how to function it, and so a lot of people, like myself included, like find ways to like self sabotage and stuff like that because you're like, I need the chaos to thrive. What are we doing here? Like what? And kind of having those reality checks of like you're actually just making it worse and you know doing all these things that are just going to ultimately make you miserable. Um,
Hmm.
you know, sometimes life has to teach you a lesson.
Hmm. Yep, I definitely had to learn the hard way. I was stubborn and you couldn't tell me nothing. I knew
Hmm.
everything. I was smarter than everybody. I was prettier than everybody. I had more money than everybody. I was a better bartender than everybody. And I didn't give a shit what you had to say about it because I knew the facts. And I would argue with you. I would throw drinks at you. I was like that girl that you see like on MTV, well, when MTV was around, like the shows about people crashing out. That was me. But not anymore. I'm so glad. And I'm glad
Yeah.
that my kids have a responsible mentor to see now because I grew up in a family of alcoholics, like my parents, my grandparents, everybody, my sisters, aunts and uncles, everyone drinks and is an alcoholic, like heavy, heavy alcoholic. And so
Hmm.
that's what I saw growing up. And I didn't know any different. But my kids are now seeing sober parents because my husband doesn't drink either. And they're seeing us be responsible with, well, not 100% responsible with our money, but most of the time being responsible with our money and holding down jobs and not screaming at each other and with the windows loud so the neighbors can hear and stuff like that. It's nice, and we don't scream at them over, petty little shit. I'm able to homeschool them, so it's been life changing. Just putting down alcohol,
Hmm.
and that's how people see it. That's all you did was quit drinking. No,
No, not just. You didn't
yeah,
just do that. It's a lot. I'm
but
sorry to hear that, Zach. I
yeah,
understand that.
it runs strong in families. Like it's
Right.
genetic
Right.
and it's societal, like where you see it in your environment. And that's one of those, my cat is sitting in my plant trying to kill a fly. Oh my God. Anyway, that's one of those adverse childhood experiences that they talk about. That's not necessarily a childhood trauma, but it's an adverse childhood experience where you perceive things as not being safe or you're not being listened to. Or I don't know where I was going with that because my cat just distracted me. Anyway, he's like sitting in my Monstera pot
Uh,
on top of the plant. He sat his fat butt on top of it to break it and is trying to get a fly. Don't
Gotta
look at
love
me. You're the one
cats.
who sat there. I would show you, but I don't know how to flip the camera around on here. Oh wait, maybe it's here.
yeah, I think there's a flip around somewhere. I will probably need to go soon. I've got a little bit of a eye twitch going on, which is migraine
Oh
related, so it
no.
happens.
Oh,
See, weird stuff happens on the left side of my face is always a migraine
It won't
indicator.
turn around. I don't know how to turn it around.
I don't remember how to turn it around either,
Well, it has like a little thing at the bottom that looks like it would be turned it around, but all that does is make me disappear.
but it doesn't do it. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it might be once you enter. I don't know. Maybe you can't turn it around because like I'm not even seeing it on mine. Because I thought you could do like before it starts. Usually when I do the drop down next to the camera icon, then I can actually maybe it's in the settings.
Well, I can change it
in the
from like landscape to horizontal or whatever like that, but I was trying to just turn
But
the
you were trying to
camera
flip it,
around so you
yeah.
could see them. Here, I'll just
yeah.
show you like
I thought
this.
there was something. But...
Here, wait, I'll just show you like this.
Oh, don't cute.
So
He's
cute.
proud of himself.
I like that tree too.
Yeah,
Yes, we have a year-round tree
I love it.
that
It's
stays
very
up in the
sparkly.
backyard. Right now, it still has some Easter stuff on it, but it has rainbow for Pride.
Nice.
Oh,
I
very
can't wait for
nice.
Pride. I'm hoping I can go out this year, but we'll see.
Our town finally decided to have Pride again after we've had drama with people protesting and all kinds of stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
but they decided to have another one, and it's March. I mean, not March, May 17th. So it's like next weekend.
It's in
Or,
May.
Ooh.
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
they've
used to have
spread
it in
things all around.
August.
Yeah.
So, but there's so many in June that they just can't fit them all on the weekends,
Yeah.
you know. So they at this park in Parker, I guess that was the only weekend that they could get it. But I'm gonna go. It's gonna be fun. I don't know any of the queens that are gonna be there. My friend Andrea, like, is in treatment, so I know a whole bunch of the drag queens that performed a couple years ago, and they're all getting sober or are sober. And so
Hmm.
they would come to some of my recovery meetings sometimes too. Billy,
That's so
get
cool.
down. He's trying to climb in the tree.
But I think we might call it a night because we're over 2 hours. And I'm just honestly, I'm sweating so bad. I think because I'm drinking like hot tea, and it's like warm here anyways. I'm like,
Right.
I need to just take a cold shower, honestly. But thank you both for joining me. And then hopefully we can make this a weekly thing. Um, I the playoffs scheduling is just honestly just perpetually bothering me, being honest. But I know
So
that's just
next
what
week, is there a game or are we gonna meet at the regular time?
they haven't posted yet. Because the Canes are doing game 3, because there's 4
Playoffs,
guaranteed
yeah.
games every series, and then it's up to 7.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
it could be.
I
Um,
forgot that it was the playoffs.
yeah, and they like to do like 2 to 3 days in between games.
Ow, don't
So
scratch me. Sorry, cat scratched me. He just reached up and scratched my leg. Like, not the cat I showed you on my other little kitten, my 1-year-old.
mm,
Anyway. All right,
um,
well, thank you for inviting me, and you have a great evening, Ian and Lori.
Yes.
We'll have
thanks.
to get together soon.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. And thank you everyone for coming in today and hanging out with us. Always a pleasure to have new folks and our usual folks here as
Yes.
well. So thank you, and